put in my name and password. I've gotten into the front office portal. Please be sure to check out this Jing tutorial, which really gives the basic information about Grantium that you need to know. Then please check out this one. Be sure you see both. First, I'm going to click Submissions. If I see a lot of applications, I may need to filter by 21C and then click the orange button to get in. I know I'm in my right one here. I'm going to show you two parts where we go through the application, one where you do not take an indirect and another when you do. Most of the 21C projects do not take an indirect. We're going to go through about 6 areas to get to the submission summary. Save and Next will bring me to the contact information. Make sure that this information is all correct and that your information is also in here as the project director. Make sure that this box is checked, that it's been updated. You will work within lists for the first time to enter site coordinator information. I will check plus. I will get my site coordinator and I'll put the school name and save. I can go back to list. I'm just going to save it. And I'll go back to the list. If you scroll down to the bottom where the list is, you can see that this will be a list where you can put in your site coordinators. I'll go now to the next part of the application. You can see you're in the third part, the application overview page. It's read-only and gives you an overview of where your money stands. This page, the program activities budget, is the meat and potatoes of the application. You cannot enter information until your budget has been approved, and you'll get that email from Emmanuel and me. After you get that email, you can enter and submit your budget. You'll put in and will have to match the amount of your allocation and fill in the categories. You can see you'll also work within a list. You can see I've already put in some information for project director and instructors for the amount. You can see it adds up. I'm going to add one more. There'll be 2 fields that you need to really work within. You're going to select the area. So for example, we'll add equipment and just the amount and hit save and back to list will bring you back to the list, for example. I'll scroll down to my list and you can see that that equipment line has been added. Now what if I made a mistake and wanted to edit? I go here, I click plus. I'll go edit this activity, yes, and I will then change the amount to what I meant to do. I'll go save and back to list. Scroll down, let's say I wanted to delete that line, it was inaccurate, I just click the X. The next page is read only. It's called the area summary. It'll just summarize your budget. Now you are not asking for indirects in this particular on this page. Because I'm not going to be requesting indirect, I'm just going to click that box. It's basically all you need to do. Save and next. This will bring me to the final step, the submission summary, and I've got everything taken care of except there is one little thing. Looks like I didn't do something right in the contact information. So I'll go back there and fix that, and then I'll be good to go. Oh, there were required fields, so if I put these fields, I would be able to submit. Save. Go to my submission summary after entering that. Oh look, and everything looks good now. Now the submit button will be good to go. This will only be ready when all the mistakes are fixed. Let's go back to the start here and pretend that we are indeed going to take an indirect. There's a few projects that do that, and you may take an indirect if that was approved in your original application. The way the indirect works is in this particular application we have a new allocation. It's $150,000, and the indirect is managed on the administrative page budget. I'm going to unclick this because we're going to take an indirect, and you can see that the predetermined rate is in there, so you know you can take up to 2.16% of 150. When I do my budget on the budget page, when I aggregate that up to $150,000, with each line it will earn an amount, and I can, once I get up to that $150,000 or whatever my budget may be, I can put in as much as I've earned. And I haven't completed my budget, but to date I could take this amount, so I would put that in there. So it'll allow you, you can't go over, you use this line here and you connect that with your total. There may be a few projects where you will be given permission, and it's in your budget, for example, to have administrative help, where you will use this list to add these unusual direct administrative costs. So perhaps you're not taking an indirect, and your admin costs of project director and site coordinators are already taken care of in the earlier budget area up here, but you do need to add an admin assistant. That might be put here, for example. But I will put that information in the email to you so that will be clear. Good luck!